I'm here from Animal Aid, and Animal Aid, I think, hopefully in common with all of you, think that mice matter. Mice matter as much as other familiar animals, such as cats and dogs. We feel the same level of anger and outrage when we read of any animal being given electric shocks, being forced to have heart attacks, being brain damaged, being starved to death, or dying of thirst. They matter. Mice matter. We all know how wrong it is to use animals in experiments. And a lot of you are probably aware of the issue of genetically modified mice and the different strains of mice that exist in laboratories. Along with these strains that scientists create in order to try and model human diseases, the animals have many, many problems before they've even been used in the experiments. Some have increased fluid around their brain, some have abnormally small eyes, some have an absence of one or both eyes. They can have misaligned teeth, heart problems and seizures. Like you, believe that all animals matter, irrespective of their size and how the public see them. We want to spread the word about how important mice are and how they're beautiful in their own way and for their own sake. Some people might argue that all of this suffering is worthwhile if it leads to a benefit for humans. They might think that misery is acceptable if we cure all the human diseases in the world. However, we all know that is wrong. As well as being inhumane, research with mice is unscientific. Animal experiments do not reliably predict what will happen in humans. Mice are not miniature humans. We are not big mice. Animal experiments don't work. They're inhumane, they're failing the animals and they're failing people. We know that animals suffer in laboratories even before the experiments start, and we know how brutal and terrifying those experiments are. So we must speak out for them and make vivisection a thing of the past.
Because animal experiments, it's crazy, it's mad. And they've now chosen the mice, they've picked on the mice now, it used to be the rats. This isn't science, this is their self-serving thing now for some random reason. There's 4 million animal experiments in this country, over 3 million of them are on mice. So, a little history of animal experiments. It's a nightmare. It's one of the nightmares of the 20th century. The 20th century, my generation, when I was born, we've been the most destructive bunch of Homo sapiens that this planet has ever seen. Launches R2-G2, the double knockout mouse model. A double knockout mouse model. I was reading about it last night. What the hell's a double knockout mouse model? Now they've got these mice, and they've got the cheek to call them humanized mice. These vivisectors to say that animals are not like us on one breath, they don't suffer, but now they've got humanized mice. When they put human genes into mice, they take this gene out of a goat and they put it into a monkey, then they transplant that, then they put it into a mice. It's madness. A few mad, beautiful people in the 70s set up something called the Animal Liberation Front. And from that they set the snowball rolling. Then we start to attack the animal abuse industry. We start to break down the doors and smash in there and liberate the animals and smash it all up. I'm proud to belong to the animal liberation movement. I always have been.
Hey!
Yes, we used to smash our way into laboratories. We've always been soft, gentle, kind people, and we always will be. And that's the difference between us and the shanty people. I've been a memory human, so I'm not. But we're beautiful, we've all got kindness and love and compassion. But this madness we live in tries to drive it out of us. And vivisection, we're not going to get away with it. Karma, there's always justice. We cannot do these monstrous things and hope to get away with it. Of course there'll be payback from all the madness we've done in the 20th century. Vivisection is, it's a lie. If it did work, I'd be against it morally. But vivisection is done as an alibi by multinational companies so they can get their products onto the market, so they can have healthy profits. Those raids and those smashing things, they're not happening now in Britain. And I don't want to talk about it too much. Let's go with the flow. Now we live in this brave new world, the new world order, it's a surveillance society. So I'm not going to get too on it, and I would never, ever, ever incite anyone to do anything that I'm not raiding laboratories anymore. I'm not smashing butchers' windows like I used to. Let's go with the flow. Let's see what you do with this movement. Let's have some, I don't know where you're going to take it. My God, this vegan revolution that's happening now. We dreamt of this happening 30 years ago. All these shops and the 1,001 sorts of vegan ice cream, 1,001 sorts of sausages and all the rest of it. So you do with the middle what you got anger. Of course you got anger. But what about the love? Let the people of Birmingham today feel love. Be proud of who we are. We're amongst the most beautiful people on this earth. We're kind people. We're loving people. So don't get dragged down with hatred. Keep feeling love.
Close down the torture lab. Close down the animal lab. Close down the torture lab. Close down the animal lab. I thought maybe they're not that bad, but then I remember the increase in money they're spending on research. It's now over £100 million. A year-on-year increase of almost 1/4. How much is spent on animal research? We still don't know. Despite the Fred Sharp Foundation saying we are committed to anyone who's going to do that to another animal, a living being that feels pain and suffering and just wants to live. He wants to live a happy life outside of a cage. He wants to be free to roam around and just eat and sleep and do what mice do. He doesn't want to be killed. He doesn't want to be tortured. He certainly doesn't want to have things. He doesn't want to be cut open and things placed inside them. He doesn't want to have their arteries cut shut. They don't want to be induced with heart disease. Of course they don't. And they don't deserve it. What have they done to deserve it? Nothing. And so we're here today to expose them. Excuse! No excuse!
Project also runs the campaign Secret War, which sets out to reveal warfare experiments on animals. We spoke about pigs being forced to inhale toxic mustard gas, rabbits being deliberately inflicted with so-called battlefield wounds and having their legs broken, and rats having their eyes blasted out with missiles. Edinburgh University and UCL are the top 3 users of animals. The failures of animal-based research and worsening successes of human trials have increasingly been put under the spotlight. In 2016, leading doctor Michael Brack from the Yale University School of Public Health condemned animal research, saying animal study methodology is 40 years behind human clinical study design. In the same year, Professor Malcolm McLeod from the University of Edinburgh stated that 2/3 of all published animal studies contain serious errors. Experiments are rising, yet veganism has seen a huge 360% growth rate in the last decade in the UK. So we must work solidly to mobilize these new vegans and encourage them to positively work to end animal experiments. Every 8 seconds, an animal dies in a British laboratory.
And what is it we've got to do? What is it we've got to do to put an end to the horror of experiments on animals? Well, of course we want a ban on it, don't we? We want it banned. We want it outlawed so that nobody's allowed to do this horrific activity. What can we do in the short term? What can we do in the short term? One thing we can do is try and starve try and starve these animal experimenters of money. Now, a few years ago, well, quite a few years ago probably, I was involved, as you probably know, with the Animal Liberation Front. We had an intensive and an extensive campaign against the vivisection industry, and as a result of that, as a result of direct action, we managed to reduce the number of experiments on animals in this country by 3.5 million every year. And the reason for that, I'm really sure the reason for that, was because the animal experimenters were afraid. Because they were afraid to do experiments on animals. So they looked for other ways of doing their testing. Where does this idea that humans can experiment on animals come from? This idea that we can do anything we want with animals. Well, not us, I'm sure, people here, but the human species in general. Where does that come from? Well, that comes from speciesism, doesn't it? It comes from this idea of human supremacy, that somehow human beings are more important than other animals. And how does that come about? As far as I'm concerned, the only way that humans are superior to other animals is in our arrogance, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't that the only way? Yeah. These other creatures that feel and have emotions, same as we do, and yet somehow it's presumed that humans are more important than them. What nonsense that is. That not only is that evil, it's also highly irrational, and we need to challenge that. And the best way we can challenge that is by educating people to go vegan, not just in terms of the diet, but in terms of the whole attitude of being opposed to animal abuse and animal exploitation. And we need to do that as well, because ultimately that challenges all animal abuse. And it challenges animal experimentation at the same time, to fight the evil of animal experimentation and to fight the evil of animal abuse. Because when you consider that 4 million animals a year are tortured and killed in UK laboratories, but 8 billion animals are killed, suffer and die for human consumption in this country. And we need to consider that as well, and we need to also fight against that and all forms of animal abuse. So please take today as an inspiration to educate, so that we can put an end to animal experimentation, so that we can put an end to all abuse and exploitation of animals, and so that we can bring about animal liberation. And we can do it. If we become ever more active, we can do it. We can win, and we can win for the animals.
In lovely memory of the pigs, belonging for the 180 pigs baptised of the age 16. In memory of them, rest in peace, dear souls. It's a shocking and shameful indictment of Waitrose that they allowed these pigs to die on this road when they knew they had sanctuary. There were animal activists prepared to take them to sanctuary, and they let them down. Waitrose, you turned a blind eye to this. You turn a blind eye to animal suffering. You turn a blind eye to animal abuse. This it cannot and should not be allowed. We are a nation of animal lovers, are we not? Well, if we are a nation of animal lovers, then we should hang our heads in shame, because all these animals that are on this counter right now have died in abattoirs across this country, this morning, all through the week. Their bodies are taken, they're hung up on lines, their throats are slit. That's the real reality of what the meat trade is. It's an abomination. It is hell on earth. If you want to know where violence starts from, it starts from the ground up. Peace begins with your plates. You want to know about animal cruelty? You want to know about human rights and animal rights? Well, this is it. It is all connected. Go vegan! Go vegan! Shame on Waitrose! Shame on Waitrose! Shame on Waitrose! Shame on Waitrose! We will never forget.
police was. Everyone says she's not funny. Good afternoon. Can I give you a lift?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Boycott the Sea Life Centre!
Stolen from the wild!
Boycott the Sea Life Centre!
Stolen from the wild!
Boycott the Sea Life Centre!
Stolen from the wild!
Boycott the Sea Life Centre!
Boycott the Sea Life Centre! Boycott the Sea Life Centre! Boycott the Sea Life Centre! Boycott the Sea Life Centre! Boycott the Sea Life Centre! This is where your bacon, the sauce from. Hogwood Horror Farm.
Thank you very much.
Animals.
Just the exit,
This
please.
is what you're selling your customers. Torture.
We're not allowed to put your hands on it anywhere, actually.
to leave it.
Yeah, oh no, we're on our way out.
Okay.
We're on our way out. And I won't film you, but I will film.
Actively protest inside the store. So just let them know.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Amazing.
Horror Farm. Close Hogwood Horror Farm. Close Hogwood Horror Farm. Close Hogwood Horror Farm. Close Hogwood Horror Farm.
We have gathered here today to demand an end to violence. The violence of tearing apart animals. The violence of confining and imprisoning individuals for their entire lives.
Hey, come on. Good cat. Whoa. Come on, good.